This is Shunit, your AI guide through the world of emerging technology. What if AI could reshape the global order, fuel new power alliances, and spark widespread panic all before your morning coffee? Today, I'll take you behind the curtain of today's AI juggernauts, lawsuits, geopolitics, and existential fears. This is AI Unleashed. And now, guiding you through the full story, here's your host and strategist, Lord Shu.
And while you're listening, don't just sit back. I'll give you concrete plays, and you can take anything that I'm saying right now and apply it to survive this AI shift and be ahead of it. So let's just get straight into it, y'all. The AI world just turned into a modern day Game of Thrones. Elon Musk XAI is suing Apple and OpenAI, claiming monopolistic practices, saying the App Store props up ChatGPT while locking out rivals like Grok. And for y'all who don't know, Grok is an AI that is created by Elon Musk that is embedded into the X app, which used to be Twitter. So it's not just apps anymore. It's who controls the gateway to intelligence. OpenAI calls it harassment. Apple's not really saying nothing, but the bigger message is this is a war through the courts. Which in our last episode we mentioned about how the courts are always going to be in the favor of these larger corporations. So this is your first action play for today. So grab your phone and audit it. Which AI tools are you dependent on? If tomorrow Apple or Google cut them off, would you be stranded in your business, or you might have like a workout plan or something that you use in ChatGPT? So write down two backup tools you can switch to. Don't wait for the war to decide your weapons. All right. So the next segment, AI anxiety hits Main Street. Now, 71% of Americans fear AI will wipe out jobs. And as I mentioned before, we're so far away from this that, you know, y'all can still leverage and get ahead of this before it gets out of hand. So 77% fear it will destabilize politics with deep fakes, and half of people don't want it near military triggers. So uh, Silicon Valley is talking, and basically it's the people that are afraid of what these corporations are doing with artificial intelligence. And fear is becoming the currency of this technology, which it shouldn't, because, like I've mentioned many times before, AI can't really do anything unless humans are at an apex mentally, emotionally. Unless you have $150,000 and up, AI can't really control too many things. And what corporations are using AI for now is like basic stuff like customer service. And still, there's still people involved. You still have the option to speak to a representative, even past the AI. So there's still people being hired. It's just not at the magnitude that it used to be, because we have artificial intelligence to kind of fill some of those gaps. Now, the action play number 2 for today is do a quick self audit. What's the one part of your work or side hustle AI could already replace today? I mentioned one, but do your research. Don't panic, circle it. Then write one skill you can learn this month that AI can't yet touch, which is pretty much everything outside of customer service, honestly. I mean, people are using AI to program, but at the end of the day, it can't do as much as people think that it really can. AI is just more of an ideal tool right now. It hasn't gotten on the level of a human being, a master human being. And that's just me being honest with the information that's out now. AI has already reached its peak. And honestly, it's a con because people are perpetrating AI to be much stronger than what it is. So don't pay attention to the news. It's just like investing. If you look at the news and you follow the news as your investment advice, you're going to be the first person to back out when the money really start coming. So don't get tricked by the flashy titles coming up on your screen. All right, y'all. So AI can't touch negotiation. It can't touch storytelling or relationship building. That's your hedge against being replaced by artificial intelligence years from now. You got time. So this is years from now. This isn't replacing college degrees. I'm sorry. People who are perpetrating that AI is doing this are they living in a fantasy right now, which the fantasy is being perpetrated by corporations and social media. So don't doom scroll. Get out here and get active in these streets. So let's get into the next segment, y'all. AI's unbridled expansion with the Saudi power. And by Saudi, I mean like Saudi Arabia. While the US fights lawsuits, Saudi Arabia is building AI fortresses. Their new giant, Humane, is dropping 10 billion on data centers with Nvidia and AMD. 18,000 GPUs, 100 megawatts of computing power. That's fire. It's the kingdom direct entry into the AI arms race. This is the new oil rush. Only this time, the oil is intelligence. I've talked about this time and time again, y'all, with the governments in the world who don't really know what to do with AI. And I had a deep conversation with somebody in Europe about artificial intelligence and how it's disrupting the food chain and it's making the common person scared. Farmers are afraid of it. You know, people who work from the land, they're hardworking people, are afraid of artificial intelligence, which is why I, Lord Shu, am here to bring y'all this good information to make sure that you're not afraid, but that you're informed and you know how to prepare yourself. So it's the kingdom's direct entry into the AI arms race, y'all. Like I said before, people are picking up that AI is becoming a thing. It's becoming a big thing in the world. You know, there's only so many corporations who are using AI actively in the world as far as like major corporations. So you still have time to get prepared and be informed. If you aren't getting informed, then luckily you're here watching Lifestyle After 5 Futurism News. So let's get into the third action play, which should be just watching this episode. But I'm going to give you some more information that you can use. So pull up Google after this episode and type AI companies in your city. So if you live in Austin, Texas, type in AI companies in Austin, Texas. Who's building near you? Now, I've said before to friends of mine that Austin is a tech mecca. There's a lot going on in Austin, Texas that I think people should be getting involved with as far as technology. So you find these companies that are building near you, follow their news, and if they host events, pull up, get informed. Go. You'll meet people like you there. It's not just going to be all geniuses and nerds. It's going to be people who are also might be afraid and just want more information. So the future isn't happening somewhere else. It's in your backyard if you're paying attention, y'all. Okay. So segment number 4, data, not drama, into the index. Stanford's 2025 AI Index report just dropped. 252.3 billion poured into AI last year. That's a 44.5% leap. Industries are now accounting for 90% of all major AI models, up from just 60% a year ago. So that means AI is becoming the leading technological force right now in building corporations, uh, building different softwares, business models, dealing with customer service, like I said, or CRM models, like customer relationship management. AI is taking over. And because you know, I'm in the business of technology, I see this happening. A lot of companies that before were just hands-on dealing with customers and keeping it kind of like the classic model now are incorporating AI and they're getting people to train their customers in AI. For example, I had a internship. Well, I myself didn't have an internship, but my company had interns through a software that I was using that incorporated AI into their software. And they sent people to me to learn how to use the software and how to really be ahead of the curve in dealing with my customers using AI. So this is just going to keep happening. The more, you know, Instagram has artificial intelligence embedded into it now. You can talk to chat bots that are based off after celebrities actually went and did this on fun for fun on Instagram. They have a Kanye West chatbot, right? So I went and talked to it to see how bad it was, and it was terrible. But the fact that things like this exist, it's just a matter of time before they get better and they start becoming more educational and more friendly. So be wary. Okay. And then there's humanity's last exam, 2,500 elite questions across physics, biology, and philosophy, designed to stump even the cleverest AI. For now, we still set the test. Like I said, if AI is built from your brains, all my people watching, AI comes from your brain. Okay. So if you're believing that AI can override you, that means that you don't have enough faith in your own intelligence. And I mean, that's understandable. I know how sometimes it can seem like some people aren't smart to you, or, you know, this person's not smarter than me. All these people making these mistakes, the world is lost. People say stuff like this too much for me to be like, oh, AI is going to take over. Because in order for it to take over, humanity has to reach an apex, like I've said before, mentally and physically and emotionally. So we still are in the process to get to where AI can take us over. But in the meantime, AI is being used more as a search engine. Like, it's basically just a stronger Google. But the people who are actively using it, like me, for my business, we know the capacity of what AI is, and it's not all that amazing. I rarely use ChatGPT to do much. I mean, to create quick ideas is really the farthest that ChatGPT can really go. So here's your fourth action play. Here's your test, y'all. Before tonight ends, ask ChatGPT or Claude, if you're using any of these tools, a hard question from your field, something that requires context, not just trivia. Then critique his answer. Doing this regularly sharpens your thinking, critical thinking, while showing you where AI still falls short. That's your edge. AI is gonna keep doing that. I push AI, and I don't have a PhD. I don't have a master's degree. So if I myself, I have the equivalent of that type of knowledge just in being autodidact, which means I self study. I teach myself everything since I got out of high school. I've gone to college a few times, but I only go just to grab little pieces and do what I want. So just don't be scared, y'all. I know these scary titles got people thinking like AI is about to come in with the robots and start kicking doors, but the fact that our robots are still being controlled with controllers, and it uses AI to kind of reason, but we ain't got to that point yet, y'all. So corporations sue, citizens gonna panic, and states build AI empires like Cold War powers. This is just how the old world I call, operates. But we still hold it. We still hold the pen, y'all. That's the truth. And if you don't just want to watch history but write it, here's the next thing you can do. This is your final action play for the day. You can join Lifestyle After 5 by going to our website. It's on the screen. Or you can hop in our Discord and talk directly to me, and I can hook you up with all of this. So for $111 a month, you can get a lifetime access to our school community, every course release, monthly rituals, exclusive live sessions with me, Ali, and our entire coaching team. But we only got 20 spots. We can't, it's hard to already deal with the people because we have about 37 people in Discord now that we helping. So we're going to have to make this like first come, first serve basis. So if you're watching this, wherever you're watching it, DM or reply to this email, founding, to secure your seat. And like I said, first come, first serve. So whoever hit me up first, you in, and I'll get you set up. Cause we ain't spectating. We playing on the field, y'all. So this is Laura Shu with Futurism News. If y'all missed Ali, y'all leave in the comments. Ali, come back. We miss you, Ali. Till next time, y'all stay sharp in the age of machine.